Welcome back. I had somebody write me and they said, what about concentration on your channel? I mean, this is meditation and I don't see a whole bunch of concentration videos on your channel. Why is that? Well, great question. And this is where I get to pretend I'm Mr. Miyagi from the Karate Kid. Danielson. Wax on, wax off. So let's get into it. I have a big problem with most teachings that talk about concentration. We really don't know, we don't have a lot of experience actually understanding what concentration is. And so when we attempt concentration, we do it too strongly. We do it too forcefully. And in becoming very concentrated, we awaken the left brain. The left brain is like a predator. When you're working with the left brain, you have become the predator. That's just the nature of the left brain. So the eyes are cross-connected to the parts of the brain, right? So it's you look out of your dominant right eye with your left brain. And so the chicken who's working with the same left-right brain, when he sees the seed down below, he looks at it with his right eye, and they've got the eyes on the side of their head, so they have to turn the head in order to look down at the seed. And he zeroes in and then he pecks at it, right? That's the chicken. That's the bird. Zeroing in on that seed with the left brain. We absolutely need that left brain in our day-to-day lives. We cannot operate a normal life without the left brain. We're not going to leave it behind. We would like to experience the right brain. We would like to dive into the right brain. The right brain sees everything in your world as one. And so this old ancient knowledge, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, because the right brain sees everybody as a part of you. So if you do to somebody else, you are doing to yourself. So the old ancient knowledge is absolutely correct. Your consciousness sees everything as a part of you. And the more kind and considerate you can be to your world, the more kind and considerate you're actually being to yourself. That's why all of these beautiful sayings. So we want all of that from the right brain, and yet we want to be able to use our left brain as this wonderful tool to interface with the world around us. And yet, when we go into meditation and we're told concentration, we overuse it. When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. We're so used to using the left brain. Every single thing we do in our lives, we think we're going to do it with our left brain. So somebody says to you, concentrate, and you say, oh yeah, I can do that. And you use your left brain. And we want some of that focus. But we don't want a hard, aggressive focus in meditation. It will not work. It will exclude everything. You cannot fight the mind with the mind. It will not work. You need a power which is bigger than yourself to eliminate the words in your mind. And that's why we use processes. Right? We use processes to come around the mind from behind and deal with it from underneath. We're actually using the body as a calming factor. Using heart rate variability resonance, we're creating a low idle state in the body, and that reflects back on the mind, and the mind begins to focus properly. So the wonderful Mr. Miyagi, he teaches Danielson, okay, go wax the car, wax the other way, okay, lift the paint, okay, paint down, you have to paint exactly like this, he says, right? Daniel finally says, why aren't you teaching me karate? That's what I came for, right? Forrest, why aren't you teaching me concentration? Isn't that what I need for my meditative journey? Danielson, show me. Wax on, wax off. And he defends himself perfectly, right? Danielson, show me. Paint up, paint down. And he defends himself perfectly. So here's the gauntlet for you. Do the heart rate variability resonant breathing. Get the 4 proofs as you are sitting very still. And then go through the 5 breath states. If you do all of that, your concentration will show up perfectly. And I never had to say concentration. All you have to do is heart rate variability resonance. Notice the 4 proofs as you are sitting very still. And then for the last bit of the gauntlet, if you really want to challenge yourself, try and feel all of those breath states. You're probably going through them already. You just have to begin to notice them as the air passes through your nose. That's it. If you can do all of that, you are a concentration master in meditation. And you've begun this journey of balancing the conscious mind with the subconscious brain waves. And that state is what is necessary in meditation. We're balancing the conscious mind with all of the slower brain waves. And we're bringing that together. And we see that perfectly in Hakala. My God, Forrest, you talk about Hakala so many times. Why is that? Because it creates a perfect mind state. You have focus, you're focusing on one point, and yet you're taking in everything, which brings in the right brain right away. And that causes the slower brain waves to show up. But because you're present and you're focused in a gentle way, yet you're bringing in all of these slower brain waves, you are perfectly balanced in that technique. So such a simple little exercise, a group of simple little exercises, and they accomplish everything we ever needed when it comes to concentration. So now the gauntlet is set. I've thrown out a gauntlet for you. Heart rate variability resonance. Sit very still. Notice the 4 proofs and begin to notice the 5 breath states. If you can accomplish all of that, let's say you only notice 1 or 2 of the 4 proofs. Perfect. Let's say you only notice 1 or 2 of the 5 breath states. Perfect. You are well on your way to absolutely perfect concentration in meditation. I had a wonderful Buddhist write to me about the 5 breath states. And he said to me, I'm using them to bypass all of the material meditation. He was accomplishing all of his material meditation through the 5 breath states in a very quick manner, and then moving on into his immaterial meditation. Profound. That's so profound. And if you are using heart rate variability resonance to get through all of the states of concentration, and you are encountering the freeze response, then you are doing the same thing. You are passing through and mastering all of concentration without ever having to call it concentration and overly focus with the left brain, and so destroy that particular meditation. True concentration is a wholeness. And so I'd like to bring up this term, whole mind concentration. That is your conscious mind and the subconscious brainwaves we have to balance. It's all of that we want to focus on what we're doing. And so if you only focus very cramped and very tight and very aggressively with the left brain, you will never accomplish that balance, and you will never accomplish whole mind concentration. And that's what we actually want. So, the gauntlet is set. I invite you to try it out. Get through the heart rate variability resonance, sit very still, notice the 4 proofs, and then notice some or all of the 5 breath states. If you can do all of that and begin to get into the freeze response, the tranquil breath, and the roll-up of consciousness, you have accomplished all of concentration. All of concentration. More importantly, you're stepping into the grand whole mind concentration, where all of you has embraced your meditative study. And it's huge. It's absolutely grand and huge. So I hope you love this. If you did, be sure to hit that bell down below so I can see all of you next time.